do 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 do. What up, y'all? Good afternoon slash morning slash, well, it's morning for me, but afternoon for most normal people. What up? My vapor. How's Seattle? It's pretty nice here, man. Pretty nice here. What it do, what it do, what it do. A Scandinavoid? I don't know what that is, man. I've never heard of a Scandinavoid. Beta, 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 fat cuck. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Saturday. It's going pretty bad, honestly. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Turn that frown upside down, though, because, you know, it's time for Highdeas. Everybody loves Highdeas, right? Everybody loves Highdeas. I don't have Vader out here. I'm giving Vader a rest. Lord Vader has retired to his chambers until the next show. I do have my, well, not mine, one of the little pipes here loaded up, so that's what I'm going to be puffing on out here. Where's Sal? I don't know. Where is Sal? That's a good question. I could not, for the life of me, find a fucking lighter in this house. I looked high and low. So I've got these matches, and I'm outside in the wind trying to light a bowl with matches, so wish me luck, I guess. That was closer. Man, having to use all my years of smoking experience to light this bowl properly. Down to 2 matches, man. This is the it's 3, 2 left in the pack. Can I do it? You got no snare in your headphones? Oh shit. Somebody turn him up. Oh god. Jesus. Perhaps it's a little early in the morning for that shit. Oh my god. Perhaps it's just a tad bit early. Gross, dude. Drippy drool. I know, spit in the beard. It happens. What are you gonna do? Wipe the cum off my beard. Yeah. The beard catches everything that falls from here. Lets nothing touch here. That's the reason why I like it. It's basically a built-in bib. Well, meaning spaghetti. I drop a big blob of marinara. Does it go here? No. It goes here. Highest I've ever been. I do shampoo my beard. Oh my god. I still do story time with Paul on the shows. I do. It's just more spread out now because you've heard. Can I block you? No. No, I can't. Your favorite story is when my friend tried to fuck my ass. Cool. I think that's a lot of people's favorite story of mine. Celebrities I would smoke a bowl with, I mean, I don't know. It's been kind of a dream of mine to smoke a blunt with Snoop. So I'd do that for sure. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head others. You think Snoop would laugh at me? That's cool. That's cool. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody smokes like Snoop does, but I don't know, dude, just a casual blunt to be in the circle. I think that'd be pretty cool. Best movies to watch on DMT. Jesus Freak has been betrayed by Brett, like, several times. Brett has made nasty videos about Jesus Freak, and they don't talk for a while, and then Jesus Freak, like a battered wife, comes wandering back. Just standing near Snoop gets you high, maybe. I like the Pink Floyd Wall movie. Have I ever met a narcissist? Sure. Most people probably have. They're not uncommon. My favorite drooling, you know, hacking, lighterless human. That's cool. DMT. DMT. It's the last time I prayed. I was a kid. Are you more weed than man? I don't know. I haven't been tested recently. Trump reads little and leads with his gut. Cool. Brett made another video saying he's being lied to by TJ. Yeah, I don't know if TJ sent him the contract or not last night. TJ's out and about. So we'll find out later on today whether Brett's lying about that or not. But I'm all, like, after thinking about it, like after the show last night, I'm almost for just taking that money from Brett and doing what we said we were going to do, which is, you know, give it to a charity or whatever, or even just cancel the payment to him and forget about it and not have him on the show, because how slippery he was, dude. How he was trying to lie to us and tell us that he was gonna give that money to Jesus Freak. I mean, like, all the way till the end, he's lying. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want him to get the money now, but it's not up to me. It's not my decision to make. But last night, I think I was pushing for, okay, well, we'll still give Brett the money if we get the contract. But after sleeping on it, I'd rather not do it. And yeah, I feel bad for Jesus Freak's daughter and stuff. But once again, I mean, there are lots of people out there that have that disease that need the money as well, you know. Lots of people out there that don't have that disease that could use that money for different reasons, so. I don't think, Tommy, I think that's over. Like, I think that Brett probably convinced Jesus Freak to not take that money. Either way, like, I gave it to Jesus Freak pretty straightforward last night. I was like, look, dude, your daughter needs this money. This is not Brett's money. This is money coming from us. We're just giving it to Brett first to see if he'll actually pass it along like he said he would. He said he wanted to come on, and then he wanted us to give all that money to you, so that's what we're doing. He's going to come on, we're going to give him the money, and he's going to give the money to you. I mean, but, you know, like, I really, at this point, after all the backsliding shit, after all the fucking, you know, trying to get $2,000, and then trying to get other people on the show, and then trying to get our fans to buy his way on the show, as if that would have worked, and this and that, and then all the way up until last night lying to us about giving Jesus Freak the money. I don't want him to get the money. I think he's, at this point, my opinion is he's fucked himself out of the money. So, yeah. That would be my opinion at this point, is that Brett has fucked himself out of that money, and he can sit at home and make a bunch of videos about how he was scammed, and hope that $1,000 appears in his fucking hand from that. Because everything that's happened is played out in, you know, in front of everybody. You guys have watched as we have offered Brett the same thing over and over and over again. It's our offers never changed. $1,000, and then when he asked for some up front, we said $500 up front, $500 after the show. That's been, oh, give me $2,000. Give me $2,000. Let me bring on all my fucking retarded friends. No, okay. Well, what about the Drunken Peasants Fed? They could pay me to go on. Oh, no, okay. Well, give it to my friend Jesus Freak. Okay, you'll do that? Cool. Wait, what? Jesus Freak said that he's not taking the money from me and that I'm keeping it for myself? Oh. You know, I just don't want to see him get paid. But, once again, it's not up to me. And we did kind of say on the show that we were going to pay him and whatnot. So, you know, what are you going to do? He's a baboon. Oh. I have never used Candid, no. I know Ashley uses it, and she likes it. Cuck. Yeah, I turned off the censorship shit on Periscope. I found the settings and shit and turned off the, you know, comment moderation garbage. Fuck your nigga. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that I could turn that off, so yeah, that should be better. How self-aware is Brett Keane? I think he's more self-aware than people give him credit for, but I not enough. Yeah, I mean, look, I think everybody feels bad for any young person that has a correctable medical problem that's gonna not let them function, you know, as normal people, lead a normal sex life or whatever. So yeah, I hope she gets help too. But you know, like the both of them, like this dude wants to come on our show to make an impassioned plea for his daughter to have a normal life, and then he turns down $1,000. So it's almost like, you know, I want it real bad. I'm willing to go out. I'm willing to, you know, beg on the internet for it. I'm willing to go to my old enemies and ask them if they'd be willing to pitch in some time or some money. And then he comes on the show and we tell him how we're about to, you know, we're going to give Brett $1,000 to give to him. And so it's basically $1,000 coming from us. And he goes, no, I couldn't possibly. Well, fuck off then. Fuck off. Best of luck with your fundraiser, but I don't know. You know, like he needed another $5,000 or something. That's a fifth of the money that he needs left for his daughter. He needs $5 more or whatever. We're about to, you know, we're telling him, hey, $1,000 is coming your way via Brett Keane. No, I couldn't possibly take that money. Oh, okay. So you don't want to help your daughter then. I was done with it at that point. Like, I feel bad for his daughter, but Jesus Freak has always been a fucking weirdo. He's always been, like, he's not a scam artist, so I do believe that his daughter has this and that he's genuinely asking for this money. But Jesus Freak has been a dopey fuck his entire life. Like, as long as I've known him on YouTube, he'll take stances that he can't defend. He'll do things and say things that make no fucking sense in context. So it's just, you know, it's basically him. I'll light this joint real quick. Try to. So anyway, Brett has him tricked into thinking he's dirt poor. I'm sure he does. And like, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. It could be just Jesus Freak being dumb and failing to understand what was going on, or Jesus Freak taking some kind of what he believes to be a moral high ground because Brett has told him that he's going to come on. Like, I heard a clip of Jesus Freak and Brett talking in a hangout. I think somebody actually put it up on the DP subreddit. I saw it last night, where Brett goes, "Well, I just wanted to let you know," and listen to how he worded this shit. It's totally fucking Brett, right? "Well, I just wanted to let you know, Jesus Freak, that it looks like I'll be going on the Drunken Peasants private show thing that they're doing, so that they can abuse me and sling shit at me and destroy me in front of their audience to tear me down. But they're going to pay me $1,000, and I'm going to give it to you." Go over to the DP subreddit. Go over to the DP subreddit and listen to it. And then Jesus Freak comes back and goes, "Look, dude, I don't feel comfortable taking your money. I don't feel comfortable you going in and getting torn down for 2.5 hours, and then me, I wouldn't feel comfortable." So Brett Keane was engineering this thing the whole time. He had a plan. He was like, "Well, they're not going to give me the money, but maybe they'll give it to Jesus Freak." So this is all part of his little fucking curve. And if we pay him now, he wins. Because we were talking about how that money was going to a manatee sanctuary last night, the 2 shows ago. And he came on and he was like, "Well, what if it went to Jesus Freak?" And we were like, "Okay, we'll try that. If it goes to Jesus Freak, maybe." But now he's got it fucking manipulated to where he still gets the money, so he still wins. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't have any influence over the decision that's being made, at least not singular influence. There are 4 drunken peasants, but I'm going to talk to the other 3 drunken peasants tonight about maybe just pulling the plug on Brett Keane on the show and doing it ourselves and letting the manatee sit there and fester. Because, yeah, I mean, Justin Keane would have been cool, but I think that Brett probably got to him too. Brett probably went to Justin and was like, "Hey, don't go on that show because they just make fun of me and make fun of my waterheads and make fun of my beautiful wife, Dawn." I think Brett got to him too. I think Brett wanted that money, and he's now arranged it to where, as of last night's show, he's getting it. But I think that if we go back and look at all the times he's tried to change move the goalposts, he wants $2,000. He wants to be able to bring people on. He wants our audience to pay for him. He claims that he won't do it unless we do this, this, and this. You know what I mean? He's tried, and then culminating in last night lying to everybody's fucking faces. I think it's time that the manatee gets to sit there broke, dreaming about the $1,000 he could have picked up off the ground. Do I think Brett is mentally unstable? No, I just think he's a dumb person. I honestly just think he's a dummy. That's all. He doesn't need the $1,000. He has millions of dollars he gets from his books. Yeah, that's right. He's a big bad author, man. He's got a job. You heard him last night on the show. Brett Keen's not broke. He's got a job, man. He works. Right? Well, Brett Keen, for whatever you say about him, Brett Keen's clearly not broke, because I grew up in an area where people were broke, and guess what broke people didn't have? Big, nice TVs, PS4s, gaming PCs, high-speed internet, nice new webcams, Yeti mics. Broke people didn't have any of that shit. Hey, Ashley. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. Oh, anyway. Mistress Jen is fucking gorgeous. I'm not allowed to comment on Mistress Jen because I don't want to earn any more spanks, but I don't know if that would earn a spank or not. I don't know. Oh, I'm hot. Oh, I'm hot, Paul Zigo. That's 22 more spanks. Like, what the fuck did I do? Brett lives in his own fantasy world. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm mocking her. Oh, yeah. See, I probably just earned a spank right there. And she's always watching, too. Anything I do online, like, I think I get away with it. You're pity watching? Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks for the pity watch, bro. Yeah, I know. The other guys, I don't know if she's just not watching them. It's like, look, it's kind of not fair because I'm on the show 3 times a week, and I know she's watching that. You know, I guess Pimp Monk does his shows, but I don't think she's watching the other guys as close as, because I've heard Pimp Monk talking some mad shit. I've heard Repsian talking some mad shit. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody getting no spanks. She's in my beard. Oh. Will I miss Whataburger? Yeah, probably a little bit. But you can get Whataburger ketchup and spicy ketchup and mustard and all the condiments and shit on Amazon. So I'll still have Whataburger ketchup up here. Yup. Yeah, Whataburger spicy ketchup is, it's the good shit. You gave her money to spank me? Cool. That's fine. Hey, look, thanks for helping her get here, I guess, you know. I'm considering purchasing a session with her just to, you know, get under the radar. Just so I can see, like, you know, maybe I can get some inside info. Maybe I'll purchase like a 3-way session with me, Ashley, and Mistress Jen. Do you like ice catchers? Yes, I do. I like ice catchers in a bong. I show enough do. Kush, kush, kush. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Sit there. Don't go away. Oh, man. Wow. It is kind of cold out today. Kind of wish I had a sweater. It's a little bit nippy. Do I still consider myself a part of the left in America? Well, I do. I am a left-leaning political, on the political spectrum, and I'm an American, so I guess so. The mainstream left on America is about as unpalatable to me as the mainstream right is, so. I don't know if I consider myself part of that team, but I am an American leftist. You wish you had... Oh, you guys don't have Gatorade in Britain? That sucks, bro. Well, look, I mean, yeah, fuck the dichotomy, but the term still means something, right? Leftism has still got a definition. Being a member of the political right still has a definition. It's contextual still. And, I am on the left. I'm to the left of most people on the left. We should reunite Britain and have a super economy. I'm for dissolving Britain and having a super global economy, but I guess that's that. The Yellowstone caldera is a scary thing. Yes, it is. There's lots of scary things, man. America should annex the world under Emperor Trump. Sure. I'm down. Just make it, Trumponia. Rename Earth Trumponia. And rename humanity, instead of calling them humans, call them Trumpites. And let's go explore the stars in golden spaceships, I don't see a problem with any of that. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to go sit inside for a minute because it's cold and my jacket's upstairs and I don't want to go get it. So we're going to sit indoors for a little bit. Talk a little bit of shit. All right. Let's get kicked back in the chair here. Paul Trumpadopoulos. Yeah, dude. Papadopoulos. Why do you need a jacket when you have blubber? Because even blubber gets cold, man. God, I'm not a walrus. I don't have that insulating blubber. I'm a human being. I just have normal fat. Dr. Robotnik, yeah. No, you're a whale. Thanks, man. Their house is very nice, yeah. It is a nice place. Brett is a manatee and Paul is an elephant seal. Cool. Elephant seals are pretty nasty, dude. Like the bull elephant seal. Fucking kill you. Fucking kill you, dude. How expensive was the house? I don't know. I didn't buy it. Why don't you ask TJ? Can you do a Boomhauer impression? I probably could, yeah. I'm not going to. What's my favorite animal? The blobfish. The blobfish is the most noble creature on the planet. Only the noble blobfish knows how pointless life really is. How many rooms are in the house? I don't know. I'm not going to count right now. How high am I? I'm pretty fucking high. I'm about at 8 out of 10 right now. I'm climbing. So, pretty stoned. I am super hyped for Red Dead Redemption 2, man. I am stoked for that game. It's going to be sweet. Hopefully. Hopefully they don't ruin it. I don't know how they would, though. Same people that made the first game making the second game. Hopefully they realize what it was about the first game that was so awesome and just do more of that. But it's not on PC. Oh no. Good thing I have a PS4. Describe being high to someone who hasn't ever done it. I don't know. It's like a kind of a warm, tingly feeling that spreads throughout your head and your body sometimes. It's very relaxing and very mellow, and things become very funny. I don't know. I guess that's being stoned. Things that normally wouldn't be hilarious become hilarious. Yeah, you can be introspective, and you don't always, like, when you're smoking weed, you don't always like comb the internet looking for things to call edgy, You can fill your time with possibly more interesting things. Yeah, weed helps my depression immensely. It's one of the only medicinal routes that I've taken that has helped my depression at all. It doesn't cure it, but it does take the edge off of it enough to let me enjoy myself and focus on work that needs to get done, and focus on people. So, do I have any interest in meeting the living man just to understand? Sure, dude. I mean, I'd meet the dude. I'd talk to him. I'd try and figure out what he's about, but the more I kind of look at the living man, the more I see a person that's probably pretty profoundly mentally ill. Like, if you look at some of the shit that he writes, it doesn't exactly make a lot of sense. I would chill with G-Time Johnny. Cool. I would too. G-Time Johnny lives near where I grew up, so it's not entirely impossible that he and I have like brushed by each other at some point. Do I like pot brownies? I like all edibles. Edibles are a totally different high than smoking. He's not old enough to be my dad, I don't think. See, they're toying the idea of building a tower to send a spaceship upwards to space. Oh, what? Yeah, I mean, he's trying to use programming and like grammar as a broad description of like humanity. I don't know. I'd have to talk to Johnny some more. The living man, G-Time Johnny, and Patrick Coleman need to take acid in the woods together. Oh. Did I ever believe in God? Yeah, when I was a kid. I was raised Christian, like not super church-going Christian, but I was told that there was a God and a Jesus, and that you had to pray. And, I was told the whole story. It was explained to me how it worked, and I believed it because I was a kid. And when I got old enough to question it, it all started to kind of crumble. You know, probably my mid-teens is when I really like officially walked away from Christianity. I called myself an agnostic for a long time without really knowing what that meant. Um, what planted the seeds of atheism in me. I don't know if anything planted a seed of atheism in me. I just read the book. When I was a teenager, I went through a really rough time in my life, early in my teens. I went through a really rough time where I was having a lot of, like, the beginnings of my mental illness had started. The beginnings of my anxiety and depression had started, and it was hard to adjust to because I hadn't been that way before. And I turned immediately to religion. And I started reading the Bible, and I started listening to these old tapes that I'd found somewhere in the house of like a preacher preaching the gospel or some shit. And I used to listen to those and listen to late night TV. But as I kept reading the Bible, I kept finding things that didn't make sense, and I would go and try and corroborate these things, and I couldn't find any historical evidence for anything that was being said. Like, when I got to the part that was talking about the giant global flood and how everything was wiped out, I was like, well, that's got to be in a book somewhere, right? I mean, that's got to be somewhere in the history books. And there's nothing. And then, I was like, well, that's got to be something that can be backed up geologically, that there was some big giant, because, like, big giant, and of course there was nothing. And, Noah's Ark, I started looking at that and the possibilities of getting 2 of every animal on a boat and keeping them there for fucking 6 months. And with just the fresh water that you would need for that would be absurd. I don't know. It just little things like reading the Bible was what killed it for me. Because I was taught to read with a critical eye. And when I did that with the Bible, it fell apart. Is there really a difference between agnostics and atheists? No. Well, yes and no. I mean, if you're a completely impartial agnostic, meaning that you do not, if you walk right down the fence and claim we cannot know whether there is a God or not, and that's where your ideology stops, then yes, you're different than me. I'm an agnostic atheist, so you can be both. I don't believe it's possible to know for an absolute fact that there is or isn't a God, but I make the value judgment and go far enough to say I don't really believe that there is. From the evidence that I've been given for the existence of God, which 0 has been acceptable, I'm willing to go and say, you know what, I live my life assuming that there is no God. So, my parents deeply religious. My mom's pretty religious, I think, but she's not a. She's got her own kind. I mean, it's Christian, obviously. It's rooted in Christianity, but she's got her own kind of thing. She's not church going at all. I know that she believes, and I'm sure she prays and stuff, but she knows my position, and she's never once tried to convert me away from it. She respects my feelings on the matter. And it never really comes up between us. She agrees with a lot of the critiques that I have with religion, and it's one of the reasons why she doesn't attend to church regularly, I think. So, my dad claims to be religious, but I think that he's probably not. I think it's just convenient for him as a tool of social mobility to be a Christian, so he puts up that flag. You go so far as to call yourself an anti-theist. Okay. Do you have a good relationship with your step-parents? My stepdad is cool. He and I have a really good relationship. My stepmom is cool too, I guess. I don't see her much because my dad and I don't speak, but when we interacted in the past, we got along well. My dad and I don't speak because we don't get along. I mean, when we do speak, it's acrimonious and it always ends up nasty, and that's that. Is it bad to pretend to be Christian solely for social expediency? I don't know. I don't know if I'd qualify it as bad. I think quite a few people probably do it. I think there are probably quite a few Christians out there who don't really believe. What do you do if your mom doesn't understand that you're atheist? I mean, I don't know. You can't force knowledge into somebody's brain. It depends on, like, if she's hostile, then you might just have to put your head down and suck it up till you can get out of the house. If she's willing to sit down and listen to your position, then maybe you can at least share with her some understanding. Is it good to be militant about certain beliefs? I don't know. You'd have to give me some examples, I guess. I can't really think of a belief that I think it's good to be militant about. The movie Labyrinth? Yeah. I like Labyrinth. Pretty cool flick. It sucks when some ideology gets between parents and their children. Yeah. Militant about peace. I mean, that term seems to be at odds with itself. You ever been in a fight? I've been in a couple of fights, but as an adult, not really, no. Was in a couple of fights in school. Oh yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. Brett's clearly. I don't know about the whole domestic abuse thing with Brett, but he has addressed it in multiple different ways. It seems like every time he does address it, the story changes to something new. So clearly, we don't know exactly what went on there, and nobody's telling us. Man baiting women. Why does he stay on YouTube? I honestly don't know. I mean, I think he thinks he might be able to recapture some of the popularity that he lost, when he lost his first channel. I think he thinks that maybe he could make a living on YouTube, make good money on YouTube. Am I high? Yes, I am. I mean, he has nowhere else to go. That's completely untrue. He's got a he's got a family. He's got friends outside of YouTube. He's got kids. He's got a whole job market out there just waiting for somebody to come and take a job. He's got places to go. He just chooses to spend his time on YouTube spinning his fucking wheels. He clings to the hope of being TJ. Yeah. I mean, I think deep down he really does think that he was TJ, that he was supposed to be TJ. And he was supposed to be the one that, made it through the atheist wars and came out the other end with a 1 million subscriber channel and a decent living. It just didn't work out that way for Brett. And it's Brett's fault, but he can't admit that. So. That's basically it. How is Dinor? I think he's doing fine. Ashley sent me pictures of him last night. I think she's home with him now, so he's probably doing good. Right. But I mean, he's not, I would not put Brett on the level of the Joker. I think the Joker could be relevant without Batman. I think the Joker could carry his own weight in a comic book or something. But Brett Keane is absolutely dependent on TJ for his further survival on YouTube. If TJ and the Drunken Peasants at large stopped covering Brett Keane, he would disappear basically. Is Dinor vicious? Yeah, dude, he's totally vicious. He will literally like jump up and grab your throat and rip it out, and then just bathe in the shower of blood that comes raining down. Don't fuck with Dynor. Every time I try and have a slight degree of sympathy for Brett, he kills it by proving that he's undeserving of it. Just like to say, you have an awesome beard. Thank you. You have an awesome Twitter picture thing. Sex between Brett and Dawn must be disgusting. Yeah, I wouldn't spend too much time thinking about it. There's really nothing nice to be found there. You doubt they have sex? I don't doubt they have sex. I think every once in a while the manatee comes to the mating pool, and did you know the DP Wiki has a page for your periscopes? Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's pretty funny. Bet it sounds like stirring mac and cheese. Dawn, come in here. It's time to stir the mac and cheese, baby. I got my stirring spoon ready to go. Hold on, let me put on some Nightwish situation. Yeah. Let's stir the mac and cheese. I feel as though if we never had religion, our medical and scientific knowledge would be amazing. I feel as though if we never had religion, our medical and scientific knowledge might not be what it is, because science kind of started as an offshoot of religion. An attempt to understand God's creation. So I wouldn't be too quick to discount religion in a historical context, but yeah, I think now it's a big kind of anchor around the neck of scientific progress. I mean, we might have come to the same scientific realizations without religion, but I don't think anybody denies religion's role in the, especially in the early scientific community. You need tips on what to expect for someone who's about to drop acid for the first time. I really honestly, because you were trolling like my night show and shit, I don't think you're actually going to drop acid. Like you spent all night last night trolling the late night show, and now you're asking me for sincere advice on acid. You swear to Gord, yeah. Gotcha. Paul thinks everyone is a troll. No, I think you are though. Hadramon and Cucko or whatever. They're hey, whatever. Own what you are, man. I troll sometimes. Hadramon's definitely a troll though. He's doing the same shit in TJ's periscopes. He said some shit. TJ read some comment. And he was like, "Oh, it's that guy." And I was like, "Is it Hadramon?" He was like, "Yep." I was like, "Trolls, trolls, trolls, trolly, trolly, trolly." Mike Pence is a wanker. Mike Pence is a fucking wanker, mate. I agree. Hey, Paul. Hey, Guy. We need a few good trolls. Yeah, I look, like I said, me pointing out that somebody is a troll is not me going, "Go away, you troll." It's me going, "Look, I see you, baby." It's me tipping my hat going, "Look, from one troll to another, I see you, baby." I need you, Hadramon. Okay, well, cool. Keep feeding me then. Troll story time. I don't know, dude. I've trolled. I've done some trolling. I used to be pretty mean. You're looking into my eyes. Oh, shit. Can we impeach Pence over Trump? I don't know. Probably not. Someone said they heard sex at the end of a Brett hangout. Do you think it was Brett and Dorn? I have heard Dorn snoring in the background of some Brett hangouts before, which is pretty funny. Am I a pathological liar? No. Yeah, dude, Dorn snore, dude. Yes, hello, I am Ashley. You may trust me. Did he really do like 20-hour hangouts? He's done some long-ass fucking hangouts, dude. He's done some hangouts that, like, I went to bed and woke up the next day in the morning and then, like, you know, took my morning break and looked at YouTube real quick, and he was still doing the fucking hangout from last night. You know what I mean? Like, he would do, like, end-to-end hangouts. Like, he would do 8 hours of hangout and then just start a new one. 8 hours of hangout, start a new one. I mean, it was just, like, fucking retarded. Hashtag Dorncore. "12-hour DP. 12-hour DP. Gotta go. Alright, peace out, man. Thanks for chilling. Would he ever be alone during his hangouts? Most of the time, like, Brett would at least have one dude. Like J-Dubs or some other idiot in the hangouts with him. But that's the reason he likes people in his hangouts. Not because he really wants to talk to anybody, but because he can start the hangout, and then he can walk away and let other people, you know, let other people figure out his entertainment. 12-hour dumble penetration. Yeah, baby. My favorite troll in these chats. I don't know if I have an absolute favorite. I mean, I have a personal favorite, but it's a person that I don't want to call out because I don't think that they know that I know. And I actually want to see how long they're going to continue doing what they're doing. So I'm not going to mention, but I do have a favorite. Is it Ashley? Yeah, it's Ashley. How did you know? It's Ashley. God damn it. Dabbler Dan. Somebody named Dabbler Dan, man. Something ain't right with you, son. Something ain't right with you, son. But yeah, there is somebody who's very persistent and is clearly trolling and has not gotten a single reaction yet. And I want to see if that person, like, will just continue doing this for years. No, Dabbler Dan's just a name of a dude that was in here. Good old Dabbler Dan. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab the pipe. Come on. Get in here. Put your booty in here. Put your booty in here, boy. Cucko. Cucko, cucko, cucko. Paul, you thought I died? Really? What made you think that? What would lead you down that primrose path? Dr. John Coleman. Okay. I think you know who I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe other people have noticed this person, but yeah. Who knows? Do I listen to Kanye? I listen to some Kanye, yeah. I like some Kanye. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience on drugs like salvia or DMT? No. I like the old Kanye, and I don't dislike his newest, the Yeezus album. Some good songs on that album. Is it me, or is it the DMT? I don't think the afterlife exists. And I think that DMT is a very strong, like overpoweringly strong psychedelic that some people have had pretty profound experiences on, and that's about that. Paul being a pessimist again. I know. I can't help. I can't help my pessimism. It's just the natural state of me. There is no God, only rot. Maybe rot is God. Maybe God is entropy, right? You ever think about that? You ever give that some thought, buddy? Paul does anal. Does anal. I mean, I've had anal sex before. So I guess, does that mean I do anal? Or does anal imply receiving? You know what I mean? I'm just asking. Like, you know what I mean. You feel me. Paul is anal. Oh, thank you. Have you ever put anything in your butt and liked it? Globalist Paul. Pegging? No. No. Cyanide or arsenic? Which one kills quicker and more painlessly? Whatever the answer to that is, that one. Banana. Dude, all right, to the homeboy that's trying to drop knowledge on everybody in all caps every 15 minutes with a bunch of names that we all need to check up on and get woke. Like, I don't like banning people and shit, but nobody's looking at these dudes. Nobody's looking at your shit. Please stop typing it. Like, take part in the conversation if you want, but, like, your big block of all caps going by once every fucking minute is not, I'm already hashtag woke, dog. I don't need to visit all your people on YouTube. You know what I mean? Dabbler Dan, see? He knows. Anyway, what were we talking about again? See, now that the sour Skittle had to fuck things up. I mean, what? Like, I don't want to ban the guy, and I don't mind him doing a caps lock thing, but like every time I like actually stop and try and read what he's saying, he's trying to get me to go watch some YouTube channel. I'm like, well, you should be looking at them. Get a brain in that big head of yours. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You have no chill. You have no chill. Like, even the trolls in here are chill. You have no chill. Get some chill. Who will be the next? There will never be another Brett Keane. There's only one Brett Keane, and nobody gets to like. It's not like the Green Lantern or something. So when Brett Keane dies, somebody else, bears the mantle of the manatee. How do I feel about the new Guns N' Roses? Come on. I don't know. I haven't heard really much of it. I was never a big fan of Guns N' Roses in the first place, to be honest. I mean, I like some songs, obviously, but I didn't worship them the way some people did. Have I ever disliked a guest on DP? I mean, there's an obvious one, right? Everybody knows the name of the obvious one. I have never drank Purple Lean. Nope. I've never been at a party where somebody was like, hey, you want some lean? And I was like, yeah. Why the hell do all these old bands with dead members think they can call themselves the same band? Yeah, I know. It's just kind of, it's like, hey, let's go see Journey. And then you find out it's some 20-year-old Asian kid that does a Steve Perry impersonation. You're like, oh. So it's not Journey. It's a Journey cover band. Oh. Okay. You can tell Paulie really doesn't like blank. Mm-hmm. I fucking hate blank. Have you heard from Egghead since the Galen episode? No. I don't think I've had any interaction. Oh no, actually I was in a room with him, like one of Ryby's hangouts or something after one of the shows when I first got here. But I don't think we had much to say to each other. Do I like Galen? I don't dislike Galen. I've never met Galen though. I didn't get the chance to meet him when we were down in New Orleans, so. What is the deal with Galen? I don't know. Go ask Galen. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to have Galen pegged. I don't know. I don't know what his methodology is. Seems like a smart guy though. Dreghead. Yeah. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Keep woke. I've never met Galen. I just got done saying I've never met Galen. I'm trying to figure you out, Paul. It's like, what? Galen's your dad? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, dentures that are nothing but two front teeth. Everybody, look at my two front teeth dentures. What's my ilk? I guess the Drunken Peasants is my ilk. Paul and his ilk. Am I going to see Rouge 1? I don't know. No, I have seen Rogue One trailers, and it does look pretty fucking. It looks pretty good. I'll probably see it. You look ZZ Top fan. 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 People keep calling my dad, but he's in jail. That sucks. What? Do you think that Egghead will do more scummy stuff? I'd like to say that he's probably learned his lesson, but who knows, man? Never say never. crocodile brain or lion brain? I mean, we have a little bit of both up there. You know, we got that lizard brain, we got that predator brain. Do I have any faith in humanity? I mean, yeah, dude. Why do you think I started talking openly about this globalist shit? You know, I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't think, honestly, that humanity had a shot. You know, if we were able to all come together and decide that, you know, we needed to get off this planet and explore the stars in order to ensure the survival of our species, and that was tantamount to religious division and countries and borders and, you know, old regional ideologies that should have died off years ago. Yeah, man. I think that we could do some pretty cool shit. So yeah, I have tremendous faith in humanity, but I don't really. I guess maybe I don't have faith in humanity's ability to put aside its differences and get there. I don't feel like we will ever do that in most of our lifetimes. Well, sure, yeah, no. See, I'm not talking about something that's possible on the time scale of my life or your life, or even your children or children's children or children's children. You know, this is something that's going to take a long time to happen. But we are not even remotely orienting ourselves towards it. I mean, nobody's talking about it. You know, people that do talk about it are laughed out of the building. I mean, globalist is like a huge insult now, to the right, you know, especially in the right wing. Being a globalist is just like, ha 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 ha. But, you know, so if my whole idea is, you know, if we were orienting ourselves towards it, if there were people talking about it and people getting behind some of those ideas, I'd feel a little better about humanity's chances. But right now, we all have our backs to it, and we're walking towards Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin or a stronger United States or a stronger Russia or a stronger China. You know, a stronger little spot on the same rock that we're all trapped on. Yes. So you would say we are stronger together. Yeah, man, stronger together. I think that's always been true of humanity. Crazy conspiracy, Lamau, what a retard you are, son. Oh, okay. I'll fucking box your fucking ears, you cat's typing fucking prick, you. I'll box your fucking ears. Bring him over here, mate. Box your fucking ears. I'll have you, Sonny. I'll have you, Sonny. Paul is going to whoop your ass. I think it's possible Trump winds up being one of the best presidents in our lifetime. Crazy? No? I mean, it could be. Look, I don't know. So, like I said, some of the things that he's talked about doing, if he does those things, I will be extraordinarily happy. If he's able to dismantle NAFTA and start investing heavily in the infrastructure of the United States, employing thousands upon thousands of people, and bringing thousands more jobs back from places like Mexico and China, I'm going to be happy with that outcome. And I'm going to think, wow, that's probably better than anything that Obama did in all his 8 years. And I'll probably be right. So we'll see. I'm willing to give the guy a chance. Let's put it that way. Which is more than a lot of people on the left are willing to do. I'm willing to, let's take a look at his first 100 days. Let's see what he does. See if he does nothing. See if he goes after something really retarded, like, I'm going to start enforcing federal pot laws. Or let's see if he starts working on, dismantling NAFTA, making sure that the TPP stays dead, bring some jobs back home, bring some money back to the United States from these lopsided fucking trade deals we've been living under. If he's able to do that, I'm going to be happy with him as a president. So, and those things are not completely out of his political reach, so. I mean, look, I'm not a Trump supporter. I've never been a Trump supporter. But he has consistently blown past people's low expectations of him. And so I'm not going to be caught in that trap again. Until I know what Donald Trump is about, you're not going to hear me saying Donald Trump is going to do this or Donald Trump is going to suck as a president. And, I'm not going to be out marching around with "not my president" signs. Because I really honestly don't know. I mean, there are some big fucking question marks about Donald Trump. He used to be a liberal. And then he had this miraculous change to conservatism. I don't know that change ever took place. So it's possible that Donald Trump is just a Trojan horse that used the Republican Party as a host to get elected. A donkey in elephant's clothing. Yeah, maybe he's a donkey riding around in the belly of a Trojan elephant, man. Maybe he turns out to be way more moderate or even leaning left than anybody thought he was. And all of the things he does, are things that modern leftists, modern Democrats won't even do because they're so corporate bought. Like, why do you think Obama never touched the TPP or fucking NAFTA? Have I considered his recent moderate statements or just to placate the Hillary voters? Sure. Certainly, there's a certain amount of that, but I didn't expect it out of him, honestly. I kind of expected Donald Trump to continue being Donald Trump, and the Trump we've seen since the election was called is a very different person. He went from talking about how he was going to completely abolish Obamacare to now, well, we're going to keep all the best things about Obamacare and we're going to retool it and make it work better. That's a huge difference. He went from, we're going to round up every Mexican and ship him out of the country, to we need to look at, like, he's softened on so many positions over the last 3 or 4 days. And anybody that's listening that thinks this is the same dude that was running, I mean, some of his early cabinet appointments are not exactly what I'd call left-wing or progressive. But, once again, not a single piece of policy has come out of this man yet. Because he can't, because he's not the president yet. He's the president-elect. We have a lame duck president that we get to sit through the next couple of months. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I'm not jumping on the fucking hate Trump bandwagon until he gives me a reason to do so. His appointments will produce policy. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. Look, you don't know what kind of policy is going to come out of a Trump administration. You just don't. And Rudy Giuliani is one of those appointments. And he was the very, very popular Republican mayor of a gigantic Democratic city. So if you talk about somebody that knows how to walk the line between Republican and Democrat in a way that made Democrats even love him, I'd like you to meet Rudolph Giuliani. So the fact that he is on the now, I don't like Rudy Giuliani, but the fact that he is on the in the cabinet at some level Probably not a bad thing. There are definitely worse dudes. He could be. No, what was that other guy? Uh, anyway, whatever. He hasn't appointed anybody to his fucking cabinet yet. There's a lot of speculation about people who are going to end up on the cabinet. We'll see who he puts. We'll see what the first 100 days are like. We'll see what he can get done. We'll see what comes out of this administration. Giuliani said a lot of crazy things. Seriously, uneducated Americans are these days. I'm still waiting for that dude to fucking contribute like one thing. I believe in you, man. I believe you can contribute one thing, even if it's just a smiley face or something that's contextually appropriate, you know? Dude, if you got some moon sugar, then I've got the shit to make some skooma. Yes, indeed. You're going to take a nap listening to this sexy voice? All right. Go to sleep, Ashley. Have a good evening. Close your eyes. Take a nap. Oh, man. Yeah, get some Dinor snuggles going on. Oh. All right, I'll be right back, folks. I gotta pee, and then I'm gonna go sit outside. I think I'm gonna go see if I can find a sweater, too. Be back in 1 minute. That should be better. Now I won't be cold. But I'm still left with the conundrum of there not being a fucking lighter anywhere in this house. Like there were lighters everywhere in this house a few days ago, and now I don't see one anywhere. I even bought like a big, really nice lighter. I'm gonna go down into the temporary studio and see if there's one down there. Where is there a fucking lighter? Is there a light? How about a light? I'll just take a light. Okay, there we go. There's no fucking lighters, dude. It's crazy. I swear to God, there's like 15 fucking lighters in this house. I see one. All right. I gotta go underground to get this one, but all right, we got it. We're good. See? There were like 50 of these fucking things just everywhere not 2 days ago, and now there's none. Where do they go? Where do they go? Individual. What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm just getting myself squared away here. I'm gonna head outside and chill. So, pardon me for just a moment. Pardon me while I whip this out. Your internet is crapping out. That sucks, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. And hope you get it resolved, you know what I mean? Light it with my new mixtape. Yeah. Yeah, that is fire, you know? It's not quite the kind of fire that I need right this moment. All right. Let's go sit outside together, you and I. All right. Wow, yeah, see, the sweater just makes it totally fine to chill out here. I love this place. I love wearing warm clothes, but I love sitting outside when it's cool in warm clothes. This place is awesome. This place is great. So anyway, I don't know how much juice I've got on my phone left, but probably not a ton, because Periscope likes to take forever. But we'll chill. I'll smoke this bowl, answer some questions maybe if you guys have any. Hadramon, I hate to tell you, but you're going to lose this battle. And as you may or may not know, Ashley is Molag Bal. So if you don't know who that is, go look it up, or play Skyrim and figure it out. But you probably do not want to mesh with Ashley. She is Molag Bal. Am I going to watch UFC 205 tonight? Probably not. I do want to know what's going to happen if, Conor McGregor loses. I wonder if, AIU's entire world will end. Yeah, Molag Bal, dude. See? She will. She'll kill every last one of you and not even think twice about it. Ashley didn't have a past life. Ashley is Molag Bal, dude. She just chose to take the form of a cute little sex slave for me. But see, look, don't fuck with her. Paul, from a hillbilly country or what? Hillbilly from a hillbilly country? There's a country for us? No. Cool. I'm beginning to feel like a rape god. Rape god. A close-up of the pipe? Sure. This is TJ's pipe. It's very cool. Colors are pretty neat. And it's got that, like, kind of twistiness to it. The bowl is pretty... It's got a really deep bowl. Like, I didn't even pack it halfway up. Because I know that there's more than enough right there for me to get pretty blitzed. But yeah, it's a nice piece. I like it a lot. It's nicer than the one I have at home. Like, being where I'm at in a prohibition state, I can't justify owning a big fucking expensive rig down there. You know what I mean? So I've been smoking. I mean, I've got a pipe like this. It's built the same way, basically, but not as nice. It doesn't have the little embellishment of the twist, and the colors aren't as bright and cool. But, you know, when I get down here, like, once I get settled, my first order of business is to get a good bong, like a daily driver bong, because that's the way I prefer to smoke. Something I can load up with ice and shit, and a dab rig, which will probably be something I do a lot as well. Once I have those, I'll have probably a little pipe or something that I can carry with me, but... Will I name my bong? Yeah, probably. I've named all my other bongs. So... Molag Bong, dude. That's not bad. The strain right now, I think, is Skymaster. I think. Yeah, Molag Ball is in the base game. You don't need the I think you find him in one of those like northern cities. He's like in the basement of an old house, and he gives you like a mace and shit. Like you get the mace of Molag Bal. Yeah, Markarth. Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to find out what Ashley is, just go up to Markarth and go find that fucking basement and meet Molag Bal. Yeah, he's in some ghost, like some haunted house or some shit. Like the quest is some side quest, and it starts with like, hey, there's something going on in that house. I hear voices, and then you go explore it. You get down into the fucking basement, and then shit happens. Ashley raped Serena. It's my favorite town in Skyrim. I don't know. The one that I think I liked spending time in the most was probably like, it's been so long since I played Skyrim, and I forget the names of the towns, but like where the Thieves Guild is and shit. I don't know. Like I just really I like the way that town is laid out, and it has like a really good atmosphere to it. But I'm also biased because Riften. Yeah, there you go. I'm also biased because I like playing thiefy, assassin-y type characters in Skyrim anyway. That's what I always play, so. But, yeah, no, I mean, some of the other places were pretty cool. Like, I remember Solitude was laid out pretty cool. I played all of the Elder Scrolls games. I played Daggerfall, played Arena, Fallout or Elder Scrolls. I like the Elder Scrolls a little more than Fallout, but the old, especially Fallout 1 and 2, man, I can't tell you how many times I played those games. I used to beat them, and then like I'd immediately have an idea for a new character, and I'd be like, well, starting over. I want to see if I can make it through as just like a melee guy, just like no weapons at all, just fists, and I'd do it, I want to focus on, charisma and try and talk my way out of everything, and I'd do it, Like, those games I played to shit. And the new Fallout games are a lot of fun. At least up through, I haven't played Fallout 4 yet. But I have the computer now that'll run it. So once again, when I'm settled somewhere and can set up my new computer, I'll probably play some Fallout 4. But I've heard bad things about it from people. So, but I've liked, I liked Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Do you think a new Elder Scrolls is coming in a few years? They started teasing Skyrim several years before it released, and I haven't heard anything. So I think it's probably going to be a while. I'm sure that there's one in production. I mean, I can almost guarantee that they're working on a new Elder Scrolls in some capacity. But as far as like when it's going to be released, I don't know. Can't help you there. 2020. Okay. Sounds about right. Do I like simulator games? Some of them. I like to tinker around in simulator games, but I don't play them tons. I mean, like, what do you guys hope they'll do for the next Skyrim? Those of you that enjoy it. Like, I'm hoping for either a return to the setting of Morrowind, back to whatever that island of the Dark Elves were born on. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Morrowind. Oh, it's called Morrowind. Yeah. So return to Morrowind, or I'd like to see Elsewhere done, which is where I think the Khajiit are from. I'm not a big fan of the Khajiit, but I think Elsewhere, yeah. I think where they're from would be cool. I'd also I think the Black Marshes are in Elsewhere as well, so that's where, maybe I'm wrong about that though, but I think that's where the lizard people are from. Black Marsh would be cool. They're different places, okay. Yeah, I figured they kind of were, but I thought maybe the Black Marshes were maybe on the way to Elsewhere or something. Like, it'd be cool if they could make it like, split it up maybe, where the first half of the game is in Black Marsh, and then the next half of the game is in Elsewhere. Maybe you can travel between the two of them. But anyway, I loved Morrowind, so if they took it back to Morrowind again, I'd crap my pants. Yeah, Elsewhere is a jungle. Black Marsh is a big swampy, marshy thing. I don't know. I mean, yeah, dude, multiple places would be cool. Like, I love the big open world feeling, so I hope that they are able to hold on to and expand that. I mean, I really think that they were premature in making the Elder Scrolls Online, because from what little bit that I've played of it, it does not feel like the Elder Scrolls. It does not feel like an open world. It does not, when you're outside, it does not feel like Skyrim to me. They missed something. It feels claustrophobic and small in a way that Skyrim feels big and open. It feels instanced. It doesn't look like Skyrim. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, I haven't played it with Brett Keane. I played the, demo for it or some shit, and it was a long time ago. So maybe it's changed a lot, but it was enough for me to just go, nope, not interested in this game. Because they just put, it's like a normal MMO with an Elder Scrolls skin over it. No, thank you. I think it'd be possible, yeah. Maybe that's what they're waiting on. Maybe they're trying to. Maybe their next big game is like all of Tamriel. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I would be cool with some kind of loading screen between continents and shit. They want to allow my character to move freely all over, all of Oblivion. or all of where Oblivion took place, and then head on over to Skyrim. And I'd be down for that game. They want to get ambitious on us. Am I an elven supremacist? No. I don't like the elves. Despite the fact that I usually play one. My first character in new Elder Scrolls games are almost always wood elves because I just like the archery stats. I like having an early boost to archery. Hello. Yep, wood elf archer, man. That's how I start. And I usually go into daggers because I like to do the Thieves Guild and the, Dark Brotherhood shit on the same character. Are you enjoying your green LSD? Yeah, man. I'm seeing dragons in the sky, man. Green LSD. Do I read a lot of Elder Scrolls lore? On the first playthrough of a game, I stop and I read most of the books and shit that I come across. I try and I even usually in Skyrim. I remember my first playthrough. I tried and just take the books that I didn't have, and I tried to collect them all in my house. So that I could at least have a record of the books that I had read. So I alphabetized them in my house and stuck them up on shelves and shit. Stacked them in places, put them in chests. My favorite ones I would leave out, I like the lore in Elder Scrolls, but once you've played it once and read them, then they become things you just ignore. The only reason I check books now in Elder Scrolls is basically to see if it's a skill book that I forgot about or didn't find. But yeah, I like to read them the first time through. I have. I did finally get Origin. Unfortunately. Whatever, it's not bad. If they want to... At least the platform is usable, and they do, put their games on sale and shit. So when I do check Origin... I bought... Dragon Age Inquisition over there because they were having some kind of a Christmas sale and it was $15. I was like, okay. Paul, you're stuck in a time machine that repeats history. Did you know that Time's Square? Just shut up. Fucking with my... You're harshing my mellow, man. With all your crazy all caps questions. Not you guys. That one fucking dude. Everybody stopped posting all of a sudden. I was talking to that one fucking caps dude that asked a question that just made me think way too hard about it. Whoa. What is this shit? There we go. I don't like blocking people, but that's a surefire way to get it done. Just a wall of copy pasta. Yikes. Wall o copy pasta. Doom, 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 doom. Is the connection bad right now? Is that why nobody's posting? Shitty. Oh, it's better now? Okay. Good. I have no idea what happened. I don't know. The internet here might be going down or some shit. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'll probably just end it anyway. I've been going on for a long time, so... Have a good one. I'll probably be back later tonight. I'll do one of these for the night crew. So I'll see you guys later, some of you. Peace.